Alright, welcome back to Dank Scott Traders Hub. It's a beautiful morning. Hope you guys had a great time. Already in this, it's already 10:37, so I believe you guys are having a great time. Alright, so as usual, you know the drill. We pray and then get started into the analysis. So let's pray. Father, we say thank you for the beautiful morning. Thank you that we're back here on this session and this channel, ready to trade, ready to analyze, and we know that you always grant us with good signals, with good market insights, so that we will be able to get a signal and the trades that we can take advantage of to make this money. Thank you for yesterday's profits, and we are also saying thank you in advance for today's profits, because we know you're the God that provides good success, that gives good success and great victory. We give you praise, we give you all the honor. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Alright, so as usual, you guys know the drill. We start with crash 500. So let's jump to crash 500 and look at it immediately. So crash 500, yesterday, those who were available, I told you that we were looking for price to do this, to give us this kind of a move, but only to first reach this level. It did not reach it, so it actually failed to reach this very order block. Instead, it reversed from there and then went to look for that liquidity around there. So now we clearly see the price is now heading back into sales, but according to H4 we are oversold, meaning buyers should be taking place, buyers should be coming in. If I go to daily, we need sales. So what is happening here? Let's go to H4. H1 is also looking for buys. So weird here. What we are seeing currently is very weird. According to H4, H1 we need buys. Let me go to M15. M15 says a little bit of sales. Yeah. Then M30 we're looking for buys. So what is happening here? Daily we need sales, weekly we need buys. So we all know that we follow the general trend of the higher time frame. So in as much as daily is looking for buys, we have to first sales, we have to first buy before we continue with sales. But I want to also say this: H4 is saying we need to buy, and of course even these other lower time frames, H1, M30, M15, all of them, they are saying we need to look for buys. But I want to also show you that price action says the sales are on. Why do we say that the sales are on? Look at that support level. It was a strong support level right there. Price broke it and gave us a break of structure. And remember, this was our change of character right here. Let me see, high there, then this was a low. So this was our change of character right there. That was our change of character, where price decided to go into the downtrend. Even others can say that was the first change of character. So apparently we are looking at a downtrend, and this could be taken as our lower low and lower high up there to look to come down here to actually break this level and give us a new lower low, which will eventually usher us into more sales. So in as much as this indicator down below, the CCI and RSI, are showing us that we need more of buys, the general trend is a sell according to price action and according to daily time frame. That is the general trend. You shouldn't be in buys for a long time. So in as much as H4, H1, the indicators are showing us that, you know, we need to look for buys. And of course, if you go to even look at the structure probably on H1, you'll see that the buys are taking shape. It's still not a good move for us to actually be focusing on them, unless we are scalpers and we are looking at scalping to salvage like a 15-minute trade and what have you. But eventually it will end up getting back into sales. So right about now, this H4 is going to close within the next 12 minutes, 17 minutes. So we have to wait. The next H4 can pick up a weird momentum and continue with a sell. You can see what has just happened there. You can see it has actually spiked to go down into sells. So the next H4 can actually trigger more sells, or a reversal here according to H1 to bring us into buys, which will eventually not break this level. This is a strong resistance level now. It was a strong support level previously, but now it's going to be a strong resistance level. So it's going to be hard for price to break it. It will actually be looking to break below to continue with sales. So that's how this is gonna play out. So for now, no business. I cannot even try to look for any buys at all. Looking at M15, this was our change of character there. It came to confirm that. Now it's decided to give us a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high up there. Now price is below our 10 MA, meaning we are still in a downtrend, and M15 is still continuing with a sell. Clearly you are seeing that. There is no way you can see. This is when it reacted back to the breaker block. Reacted to the breaker block when it broke that structure to give us a new lower low. Now it went up there to give us a lower high, and it's now going down to look for a new lower low, and hopefully this time it will eventually break this level, hopefully, and come to this support or to this order block. So for now it's gonna be a no for me. I can enter a short sell here, but I don't want to risk, since there is only 15 minutes remaining on this candle, on this H4 to close. So I rather wait for the new H4 to start. All right, that's enough. I've talked a lot on this asset. I hope it was worth it. Let's now head over to Boom 1000. So Boom 1000, yesterday we made money. Those who were on the analysis yesterday in the session, I told you we are looking for buys here. You know, guys, those who remember, those who are around, this was yesterday, and that was the buy move that I told you about, that if it gives us a pullback to this level, I'm gonna enter, and that's what I did. And you can see I had to wait for price to be above my 10 MA on M15, and then the entry came through, and that was the money, clean money right there on Boom 1000. In about 2 to 3 hours I was out of this market with that kind of profit. So congrats to those that took this trade. Just like I explained it. So now let me remove the history. So now we see the price. Yesterday's analysis was to get in with a buy there, then when we get to that level we come in with a sell, but it not, it had to continue a little bit above to look for the stop losses of the early buyers, early sellers right there. So it went ahead to look for the liquidity pool above here, and once it got it, you can see what happened. It gave us a reversal signal according to H1. That is a change of character there. It has given us a low, but it's not yet ready for us to actually enter sales according to H1. According to H1, it's not yet ready for us to enter sales. So what is happening? Let's go to M15. M15 actually is saying sales. But it has reached the reversals, the retracement level on CCI. So what is going to happen here? Price is above our 10 MA, but looking at here, it had reacted back to the change of character level. Go to M5. M5 is the one that is not yet ready. So according to M5 and H1, it tells us the price is gonna first move to try again to take these highs out, and then probably from there it's where we are going to see the sellers come in strongly. So right about now the move is from there. This we don't need it, and that. So can we enter some buys according to M5? Not really. Not not really. According to M5, not really. Yeah, it's likely to do this. It's likely to react back here, and then it will fail to break it, and then it will give us this kind of a buy move. So for now, no business with this asset, no business. It's likely to first give us something like this, in fact like this right here, and then we come in with our buys according to M5. According to M5, just about there. To come down, then we look for the buys. We look for the buys later. So for now, it's a bit risky for anyone to look for sells. Yes, we need sells on H4 and daily time frame, of course, and of course weekly time frame. Those are all higher time frames, but H1 needs to be ready to get in with sells, just like the rest of the higher time frames. So before we see sells, we first have to see a little bit of buys, which we'll try to look for these highs. But I told you, I've always told you, we are not market makers, we are not market movers, we are just market followers. We follow what the big guys do. So if these big guys enter with enough liquidity to push price to break structure here down below here, you know this will be a downtrend confirmed. It's gonna be a downtrend confirmed, because these guys can simply say this is our lower low, and it's coming here to give us a lower high, and then continue down to look for a new lower low, and that means the market will have shifted into a downtrend. Right now it's not confirmed yet to be a downtrend. We have just a change of character, but it's not a confirmed one. It has to come here and give us a new lower low, and that will be confirmed. Once price breaks this level, it will be very confirmed for us. The reason why I'm not pushing for it is on H1 I had this weird signal right there that can easily reverse into certain buys before it goes for the sells. So for now, no business. Yeah, no business, unless price goes below my 10 MA here, then I will actually enter a sell. If price goes below my 10 MA on M15, then I may enter a short sell to push me to this level, right there. Yeah, to be a short scalp sell. All right, that's it on Boom 1000. No reason of risking a lot. Let's now go to Boom 500. You don't have to force a trade. If it is not doing what you always follow, you don't have to force it. You just move to another asset or call it a day. Don't trade. You won't die if you don't trade. You rather don't trade than you trade and lose the money you're supposed to have saved. All right, Boom 500, we made money two ways. We first sold it. Those who were with me here yesterday, you know how we did this. We first sold it. This was a thing here. Let me put it in the middle. So we first sold it. I actually told you we are going to wait for the signal live. Those who were here, according to M5, I told you we will wait for the spike, and then we enter. So the first spike happened here. I entered my first entry, and then I told you it was not enough. It's gonna spike again. Before I finished it, it spiked again and activated my other limit order. So the limit order there was activated, and look at that sell. Hit my TP level, just like I told you. We need this move to come here, and then we enter buys. So it first looked for the early buyers here, the stop losses of the early buyers. Once it was done, it went into the buy, reacted back, and that was my entry for the buys. So I bought it here. You guys already know I share with you the results, of course, on the groups. So that was how boom 500 went, because it had to follow it followed the analysis just like we had it. You can see that. So now all this is not necessary, we have to delete it. So congrats to those that took this signal. Those who are on VIP, I shared these two signals, the sell and the buy move. Even those who are on who were here live, we shared it. I shared that signal live here. So now all this is not necessary. Let's now talk about today. So simple. Remember, we are still looking for sales from that angle there, and now according to H1 we have a change of character right about there. It first went up there to look for the stop losses of the early sellers on that level, the liquidity pool above there, and now the sell began, gave us a lower low, a lower high up there, but there's some bit of rejection coming in from buyers, so it's not yet settled to continue with sales according to H1. So it means I may not actually be, this is what we are looking for, the sell there. So I may not actually be looking for sales yet. Let's go to M15. Yes, so I may not look for sales yet. I may have to wait for sales on M15. So according to what I'm seeing here on M15, let's first understand this. So according to M15, this may seem to be a pennant. And now those who have been with me for some good time, those who know how we trade pennants are very weird assets. Pennants are very weird patterns. Most of the times in a scenario like this, it can give you a fake breakout down below. Is this even a pennant? This is likely to be a symmetrical triangle. Yeah, it's almost a symmetrical triangle. So pennant, if it is a symmetrical triangle, it can easily break either side. It can break going down below here. It can also break going up there. You need to know that. But since we are dealing with the previous trend, this previous trend was a sell, so if it was a sell, we have to anticipate that price is going to give us a fake breakout going up there, and then it will continue with a sell later according to what we are seeing. So first delete this, first get the actual move right there, and that will be it. This move will be bringing us where? To that OB right there. You clearly see that. So now that we know this, we understand that M5 is first looking for buys, sales. Yeah. M1, however, is going to look for some buys. So this is where this move is going to come from. This buy move is likely to come from M1, and it will give us a fake breakout. It is according to actually M1 and probably H1, because H1 is not yet ready. It's likely to again come above here. I don't know why, what it is looking for here. I don't see it. now liquidity. It has already taken those stop losses of the early sellers there. So what does it want above there? Oh, okay, so M30 H1, they are not ready to give us the sell that we need according to higher time frame H4 and daily time frame. So what is it going to be? That means it's going to be a sell from that angle. It's going to be a sell from that angle. According to M30 and H1, price has to first reach there. So for now, be ready. But I want to tell you that this it's going to be a crazy one. We may not see this move fast. According to M15, we may see this move fast. According to M15, and then we come right there. This is likely to be the structure of today's move. So according to M15, so it has now reached that level. Wow, it's weird. So let's wait and see if this actual move will actually happen according to M15, because M15, from what we see on CCI, it needs to go down here. But if it fails, then it will continue to that level. All right, it's a bit crazy, so you don't have to risk anything here. You rather leave it and go for another asset. I want to first delete this here. That here. Leave it on M15. All right, that's it on Boom 500. We'll come back to it before we close today's session. Last V25S. We are time bad. I'm talking a lot today, so because of how weird the market is today, apologies. A V25 1S. So the buy that we wanted yesterday did not happen. Why? Because the market was consolidating, but the buy has just started. The buy has started. The buy has started. Up ahead here, we are going to anticipate a pullback from that level. Yeah. According to H4, wait a minute. Okay, according to daily, that is a buy there that we wanted from that angle, and the buy started today morning. But then we are going to see a reversal anytime from now. Actually, in this coming H4, in this H4 that has started, we are going to see a reversal, pullback. And this pullback, according to H1, is likely to come either to this level right there, around here. There's a fair value gap that was left here, right there, according to H4. But according to H1, according to H4, there's this one right there. This can be the ideal pullback according to H4. Price can come for this liquidity on H4. Now that we know this H4 candle may actually continue with a buy and give us a fake breakout here, and then makes a pullback right here, and then we continue with the buys to push all the way up there. So for now, no business. Let's try to understand this on H1. H1 is oversold, overbought I mean. M30 overbought, M15 overbought. Yeah, I think we get the idea here. So this pullback is gonna happen. This pullback is gonna happen both on H1, M30 and M15. This pullback is gonna happen. It may not happen now. It may first reach this level, even give us a fake breakout, and then later happen, or it may happen just after reaching this OB. So enough of that. Let's now head over to V75. V75, did we trade it yesterday? I doubt we did. No, we did not trade it. We just traded it on Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Yeah, it was on Monday. So yesterday was Wednesday. We wanted a fake breakout here, then we start a buy. It happened shortly, and then later went back into sales. So those who took the trade right there on this level, that could have been your TP, that could have been your profits to take actually, even though it did not go ahead to reach our target. This was a fake breakout that we anticipated to come here and then give us an entry. So all this can now go. So come back to H1. So we take out these, move history. This was not respected, delete it. So now let's talk about price action. In fact, before we talk about price action, remember we wanted price to start our buys from this angle here. That's what we want. That's what we want. That's what we want. If it gives us a signal according to daily time frame, if it gives us a signal, yeah, that's what we want. Price to give us buys from this angle. So according to H4, let's first talk about H1. This was the change of character right about there. So we started to get in with a downtrend. Was it? Sort of. Weird one, but yeah. So now, as we currently see, price has reached this very level again. This is this has been a level. Now it can be considered as a support. Why? Because price has been bouncing off that level several times. So are we having enough momentum since it went up there? Are we having enough momentum to break this? I believe we have. This time it has to reach this TP level so that we can start the buys. So new H4 has started. The previous H4 closed, of course, as a sell, and this one has started as a sell. According to M15, according to M15, we are in a downtrend. This is our lower low, lower high there, so it's coming down to look for a new lower low. Will it get it, or it's gonna first reverse? I doubt it will. It's likely to continue, but it's very risky to enter here unless if you're going to put your stop loss right there. So since no, this is one of those that only those who have big accounts can enter. It's one of those where you can decide to enter according to H4 and have your stop loss above here, and have your stop loss above there. Yeah, have your stop loss above there and aim for this level. Aim for this level as your target, So it's up to you. It's up to you. But you can see the momentum of sales is still strong, so it's one of those that you have to decide. And I'm gonna enter with a certain small lot size, 0.01, and then I will enter my sell here. It's gonna be those that I will try to swing it down below here. I'm putting my stop loss there and I'll be looking for this. I'm looking for almost a 1 to 3. Yeah, looking for like a 1 to 3 there for this very move. So I've locked in my buy. Remember, this is a strong support, but we are relying on this pullback that went up there to be having enough momentum. We see that the previous 3 candles, they've been strong sell candles, and we are relying on that to actually push more of sales to break this strong support here and actually push us into a breakout. So that's what we've gone. I'm not going to use M15 because if you go to M15 you realize that CCI is giving you that signal that it is oversold, meaning buyers should be coming in according to CCI, and of course same as H1 is showing you the same, but M30 says we still need to continue with some sales. So that's why actually M30 gave me the idea to enter on H4 and continue with sales. That's why I've made that decision right there. Why? Because price is still below our 10 MA, and both on M15, M30, H1, H4, all the years time frames price is below our 10 MA. So that's why I had to enter that kind of a sell. All right, enough of that. We've locked in our sell. Let's wait and see. It may take the whole day to actually reach here or even to take us out, but let's wait and see how it goes. So sell on V75. It's likely to be a slow one until it breaks out of this support. So hang in there and wait. Hang in there and wait. All right, jump 50. We have about 17 minutes to close this asset. This session. We are late. We are time bad. Jump 50. So jump 50. Yesterday I wanted this sort of a pullback to give me a confirmation here so that I can enter that buy. It did not give me one, so I had no option but to leave it and to move, and you can see it actually kept moving into that buy move that we wanted yesterday. So looking at M15, we are overbought. We sort of have a resistance level up there, and let's go to H1. H1, it's not yet. H1 is still looking for sales. So now we believe that the sale is on. Let me see, M30, yes, M15, yes. So the sale is on. According to H4, we are going to continue with sales. So the pullback that we needed to reach there, we may not see it actually. Looking at that rejection on those previous two candles of H4 is likely to be enough to push price to continue down into the sales. So we are likely to see that. All right, so now that we know this, we need price. In fact, no. Before we make that decision to look for more buys, sales, we have to be smart here. We have to be smart here. Most of these kinds of structures, they actually break, go continue with the buy. They actually break, continuing with that kind of a buy. So apparently it's not a good idea to look for some sells. Most of these break, continue with the buy. Looking at what we have on M15, it's crazy because this can be taken as a change of character right there, and then this was the break of structure right here, right there. So it's quite a bit weird for us to look for anything else than the buy. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy, but I'm not going to look for any buys, any sells for now. I will wait for the buys. From what I've just seen on this structure, the buy is still on. The buy is still on. The buy is still on. According to H1, yes, we can see the price is looking for sales, but the buy is on. The buy is on. The buy is on. So for now, no business with this asset. No business with this asset. I'm gonna hold on until price breaks this level. That's when I can look for sales. If price breaks this level, then I can look for sales. But if it doesn't break this level, then I'll still be looking for buys, because price can easily come to that and then still give us buys for taking that as a fake breakout. So just hold on to make any decision here. It's not, you're not in for that. All right, that's it on J50. Let's go to J25. Before we go to J25, let's first go to J50. Look at H4. Okay. Yeah, the buy is still on. H4 confirms that. Why do I say H4 confirms that? You can see we are at a retracement level on CCI of H4. Yeah. So if it is retracing, it means it has to first come around 38.2. You understand? It has to first come all the way here, all the way there, at least around that area. You understand? At least it has to first reach there. So it hasn't even reached that side. It has to come above this into the premium zone. all this is its level to give us a pullback. Even it can go even all the way up there to try to take those highs up and then get us back into sales. So don't do anything in as much as sales are concerned. Look for buys. Let's wait for buys. All right, J25. So J25, yesterday we wanted a pullback here, then we can enter buys. I actually entered buys. I kept on waiting a little bit to bring them into break even. Eventually it came all the way down and took me out. That's how weird J25 is. Yeah, this was my first weird entry. I was late, but then this one I got it right, and that was in profits. You can see these moves, all these moves were in profits until it went all the way down and took me out. That is how weird it was. And after taking me out, you can see that it gave us sort of a double bottom right here, and then boom, we got ourselves a breakout. We got ourselves a change of character here according to M15, and look at that confirmation right there to confirm the reversal. And now look at what followed. Some good momentum buy ahead, and that is enough. That is what we wanted yesterday, but it has happened today. So apparently what can we do? I don't see if we can we actually make any business with this asset. Has it yet hit the target? Yeah, actually it has hit the target. It has hit the target right there. So bring it to M15, M30. It has hit the target. That means it's gonna retrace and try to look for this pullback and try to look for this fair value gap either here or here, and then actually here. So it's gonna do this and then continue with buys. So now this can go, it's gonna go. Okay, so we now know there's gonna be a pullback. This pullback may be according to H1 or M15, so we can actually use our fib to understand. Yeah, something like this. So something like this can be ideal for price to come back to all this. So we are going to anticipate price to come around here and then take us back into buys. All right, so can we enter some sales? Not yet on M15, M5 not yet. So we are going to wait for this pullback sell. Yeah, we are going to wait for this pullback sell, and then after that we enter buys. This is gonna be our short sell on M5. It's gonna be according to M5. I'm not going to enter it on M15. It's gonna be according to M5 and M1. So let's wait for the sell there. J10, we have about 7 minutes remaining. J10, did we make any entries yesterday? Not really. So it was the other day where we made that loss, and after that loss, the next morning it actually sold perfectly. Yesterday, the whole of yesterday sold perfectly. Yesterday what we wanted was a continuation of buys to actually push us there, then we can come in with sells, but we did not see it. Rather, we saw this move, which this move I thought it will come all the way here and give us the buy, but it did not. It has actually come back to that fair value gap. Remember me telling you about that fair value gap. that price is likely to first come to it and then give us that kind of a buy. And now it has reacted to it several times, meaning that is now our support. So first take this out, remove history, have that remain there. Now we kind of have something that we can work with. So this is H1, and we clearly see that as sort of W, meaning it's gonna look for the exact move that side to be this other side, so it means it's gonna look for that same move. So if that is gonna be a W, so how can we trade it? M15, is it giving us a confirmation? I believe it is. So can we enter prices above our 10 MA? I believe we should be entering. Let me go to M30. Yes, M15, H4 is still selling and it is below our 10 MA, but that rejection right there coming from buyers can be enough. Let's go to daily. Yeah, that's enough for me. I don't see why I shouldn't be in this trade. Yeah. Let me wait for M5. M5 is likely to make another push down here, so let me wait for M5. Let me wait for M5 and M1 actually. That can easily give me the perfect entry to actually enter this asset. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave here my buy limit right here. I'm gonna leave my buy limit right there. If it comes here, then I will be able to make that entry right about there. That's gonna be my buy limit right there. And another one, it's gonna be here on this fair value gap. It's gonna be here on this fair value gap, and I'll put it right there. So I have my two buy limits for this asset. So if price comes to these two, I will have my entries for this buy move that I'm anticipating to take me all the way to that level that we want, all the way to that level. So for now, I wait. Let's wait and see what will come through. All right, that is J10. That was J10. Let's now go to gold. Gold, we made money 2 times. Yeah, we made money. It first took me out. Let's first look at gold. Those who remember, I think I even gave you a signal while we were still in the analysis. So that was a sell there. I told you about that. That was a sell. We entered that sell. It came and took me out in profits here. When it reversed there, I again entered second time to hit the TP. That was our first TP there, and those who remember. And then after that, after it coming to this level, it started to reverse here, and I was quick to put my buys. So I put my buys. They took me out there, and it came all the way down, and then the buy started. This was the buy that we wanted, but it was not on the level that we wanted. It actually looked for the stop losses of the early buyers down all the way below and took us out, and then later started to buy before the night was done yesterday. So now that we know this, that the buy started just like we wanted, all this we can delete it right now, and we have this as our point of interest where the buy started from, and now it is being confirmed with a change of character here, clearly seeing that. So it means, looking at what we have, it means this buy is likely to come here. It's likely to come there and then probably get us into sells. Yeah, there. So now we have a change of character according to H1. According to H4, price is above our 10 MA, which is a good thing. Although M15 is gonna be looking for a pullback, and M30. So we're going to see a pullback according to M15 and M30 and M5. So this is gonna be one of those that we can anticipate just like that. It's gonna be a scalping move. So go back to M15. Let's see. This is a break of structure, so it's likely to look for this fair value gap and then continue with the buys, or to look for this other order block. So we are going to see this kind of a pullback. All right, so that's what I can see on gold. So I won't do anything now. If it does react back, then I can enter the sell. But if it fails to react back, then it's gonna come to this fair value gap on M15, and then it will give us buys. So no business. I'm not going to risk anything here. It's likely going to come back to this change of character level or this break of structure level, and then we get in with the buys. Or it pulls back a bit, then we enter the sell clearly according to M5, and we'll get in with that sell to bring us all the way down here. So if I don't see this move, I'm not entering the sell. But if I see this move come all the way here, then I will be waiting for the buys to get in with the continuation according to H1, just like we have seen. So for now, no business with this asset. No business with this asset. Remember, H4 is still looking for buys, and that's the trend we are following. That's the trend that we are following currently. All right, that's it. We'll leave it at M5. Let's go and do a recap, and we call it a day. So we started with crash 500. Be reminded that October is here, so if you want to register for the signals, this is your time to start to subscribe. This is the time to start subscribing for the signals platform. And of course, if you also want to subscribe, to register for the class, then this is also your time. So crash 500, we started with that. We wanted that. So the sell is on. Oh yes, I said I can only enter the sell if price breaks this level. Yeah, if price breaks this level. But according to M15, I told you the sell is on. You can see it gave us that as a lower high. As our lower high there, now it is continuing to sell. But I cannot enter that sell. It's gonna be a risky one to make it. I rather probably according to H4 we are oversold, so that's why I'm hesitant to make that kind of a sell right now. So I'm hesitant because we are likely to first get in with the buys, or I wait for the breakout here, or that level. Once it is broken out, then I can enter, but I'm hesitant to make any sales now. I'm hesitant, and you can see it is now continuing strongly actually with a sell. Yeah, so this won't be my time to risk the money. I'd rather leave it for now. All right, boom 1,000. Boom 1,000. Yes, the pullback is happening, so I wanted to enter buys here to push all the way up there. So let's wait on the next M15 if we may see a spike. Most of the times the spike can even be this long to push and to reach all the way here. Let's go to M5. Yeah, M1. So anytime from now we are going to get back into the buy, and this is one of those that I normally prefer to wait for. I need to wait for it to reach here. I need to wait for it to touch this order block, then I can enter that buy. In fact, let me have a limit order. Let me have a limit order. Right there, just in case if it does reach there before I come back. Boom 500. Yeah, just like I told you, the sale was still on, and you can see it gave us that fake breakout, and it continued with a strong sell. And currently we are likely to see this fake breakout here and then come in with buys later, like I told you, and then sell later when we take these highs out right there. So for now it's quite a bit risky. First delete that. This is likely to be the move that we are likely to see now. So for now, no business. This would have been our entry there when it broke this level. We should have entered actually right there. It's crazy, but I'm not going to enter that sell. Oh wow, we should have actually entered. Looking at that previous candle there on M30, we should have actually entered. Why not enter? Should have actually entered. I'm going to enter, but my stop loss is gonna be a bit high. It's gonna be here, but I enter and have my stop loss here, and I will be anticipating this fake breakout. It's a risky entry. Please, if you can't afford to risk about $2, $3, then don't trade. Depending on the lot size you're using. I'm not using 0.5, so there are some guys who can use even 2 as their lot size, or 1 as their lot size. So depending on your lot size, please, if you can't afford to risk it, remember when you are selling these booms, the stop loss won't be respected. So if it spikes, it will take the magnitude of that spike as the value, and it will take that. If this spike is from there to here, and this from here to there is equivalent to $12 or $10 or whatever, then it will take that as a stop, as the loss, not your loss right here that you have here. So be notified of that and don't risk what you can't afford to lose as of now. All right, V25S, we still need the sell from that angle there. So this move is still on. This buy to reach here is still on. So for now, no business. We entered a sell here on V75. This is according to H4, so you still have a lot of time for it. The buy has started. The fake breakout is not on. It has just jumped and continued with the buy, so it is going with this very move, not this downer move. Yeah, I told you most of the times this asset breaks and continues with the buy because of what we saw. Yes, so that's why I told you we may not see a sell, we may actually continue with the buy. So let's hold on and see how this plays out. If we will see a breakout, I'm not going to enter a buy. I've missed the buy there, so I'm not going to enter it. I would actually rather wait. J25, if I don't see the pullback there, I'm not going to enter this sell. So I need a pullback, for my sell to be confirmed and enter it. So if I don't see it, then I won't enter the sell. I will wait for the buy on this level. J10, I have my limit orders waiting. I want price to come here and activate them and then enter buys to push all the way up. Lastly is gold. The sell is on. I wanted this move, but I'm not seeing it, so meaning I won't enter that sell. I may actually wait for the buy here. I may actually wait for the buy there. So let's hold on and see if we will have a confirmation of buys on this angle, on this fair value gap. All right, that's it for today. I hope you guys had a great time. Felix is saying booms can spike when you are selling and put your account in negatives. It has happened to me before when I was trading a micro account. Yeah, that's it. It can even wipe you. One spike can wipe you, so that's why it's very, very risky for you to trade something you cannot afford to risk, something you cannot afford to lose. All right, so I think it has also ever happened to me, not once, not twice actually. So I know the feeling. So now this is a trade I want. I'm anticipating this spike here, so let's wait and see. We have about 5 minutes for the M15 candle to close. So before it closes, it may actually give us a spike. So we have about 3 minutes for this M15 candle to close, and we are waiting to see if we will actually get this spike. Let's wait together. We are late. We've gone ahead by a lot of minutes actually, or already 12 minutes past our time. I want to see if this is gonna spike where we anticipated it. If it activates it and within the next 3 minutes it doesn't spike, then I will close our session and we will leave it to wait. I'm gonna have my stop loss down here. I'm not going to risk beyond this. All right, anytime from now my limit order will be activated. Remember, we have entered a V75, a buy, a sell, V75 a sell. We also entered one other asset I want to remember. Yes, we entered a sell on Boom 500. We are in some good profits actually. Which other asset? I think those are the two. This one is in floating losses, the sell on V75. This is continuing to jump. All right, yeah, those are the only assets we've entered. So my limit order has been activated. Let me have my stop loss here, and my TP is gonna be here. All right, so I can look for a 1 to 3 first. I can look for that 1 to 3. 1 is there, 1 is here, 2 is here, 3 is here. So I can take my first TP here. That means I'm looking for like a 1 to 5. Oh yeah, almost a 1 to 5. So apparently this HM15 candle is going to close in a few seconds. It's going to close in a few seconds. There's gonna be a spike anytime from now. As this candle closes, we should be getting a spike. Why are we not getting a spike? Is it waiting for this here? Is it waiting for this here? Maybe, maybe not. So I don't want to hold on for long, so I will wait. If it breaks this level, this order block here, then I can as well do what? Close my trade. Then it may actually continue to go down below to look for the early to look for the stop losses down here. So if it breaks this KM5 order block, then it can easily go for this stop loss. So for now, allow me to close today the session. I'm going to hold my trade until it breaks this level. Then I can eventually move out manually and take my losses. Yeah. All right, that's it for today. See you guys tomorrow, same time, 10:30 to 11:30. Bye bye.